Is Bitcoin a serious currency? Will it replace gold or dollars? Are governments against it? If so, why? Or will they adopt it? In this video, we'll have all these amazing questions answered. If you don't have a strong understanding on how currency works, consider watching the part 1 video of this series. The link of the same is available in the description. Let's get started. How can something without any true form have value? How can something like cryptocurrency have value? For that, we have to know how Bitcoin actually works. The basic difference between government-backed currency and Bitcoin is that the government's one is controlled by government itself. Whereas in the case of Bitcoin, people of the world work together in harmony. Not this harmony, but this one.
Stop shitting. How can you trust each other? No one is an angel here. Everybody tries to steal. Reality sucks.
Yep, coming to that. Normal currencies have banks to ensure safe transactions, ensure that our accounts are not being played with or hacked. In turn, they get a small fee of the transaction as service fees. Similarly, there are people called miners in Bitcoin who verify transactions for us and get paid back.
But banks get spanked by government for any illegal activities. No one governs Bitcoin. What if I become a miner and cheat? No one can stop me.
Well, speaking of that, each transaction in Bitcoin will not have one but many miners who approve the transaction. The decision of the majority of the miners will be taken. If the majority says a yes, then the transaction will be approved. Else, no. Currently, the Bitcoin has more than 1 million miners across the whole globe. It's not possible for any individual identity or organization to control even half of it. So, it is safe.
But Bitcoin is digital, like text and notepad. What if I modify it and become rich? I'm already rich.
Good question. Coming to that, in Bitcoin, any new transaction will be linked to an old transaction, like a chain of blocks where each block is a transaction. This chain of block transactions is made unbreakable with the help of military-grade algorithms like SHA-256. This amazing concept of the chain of block transactions is famously known as the blockchain. This feature is what makes blockchain eligible to be used as a medium of exchange. Okay, this blockchain is not breakable, but what if someone just creates one from the base? Well, let's take an example. Let us say Voldemort wanted to modify a few transactions in his favor to become rich. In his attempts to just modify a few transactions, he creates a blockchain from scratch which is completely different. The blockchain algorithm is designed in such a way that just to modify one transaction, you'll have to modify a trail of transactions in the past or a trail of transactions in the future, which will completely change how the blockchain looks or the structure of the blockchain. When he tries to convince the other miners that his blockchain is the actual one, what the other miners do is they verify if Voldemort's blockchain matches with theirs. They realize that more than 50% of the miners say that this guy's blockchain is not matching with ours. Realizing that this is a fake one, the miners kick him out of the play. So, with that, Voldemort cries for his failed attempt of forgery. So, is Bitcoin eligible to be a medium of exchange? Well, for that, we need to check if Bitcoin follows the 3 golden values for anything to be a medium of exchange. Let's come to property 1. It needs to have a long shelf life. Well, Bitcoin is essentially digital data, so infinite life. Property 1, check. Property 2. Bitcoin is designed in such a way that only a fixed amount of coins can exist in the system mathematically. So property 2 is also checked. Let's come to property 3. Reproducibility and forgery is kicked by miners. So property 3 is checked. Hence, Bitcoin is eligible to be a medium of exchange. Does that mean Bitcoin will kick out dollars? No. But why? Governments don't like the usage of a different currency in their own country. This is because when the government has control over the currency of trade within the country, they'll not be at the plight of other organizations who control it. They'll also have a clearer picture of the economy so that they can take financial and economical moves for the benefit of the country. This is why governments don't encourage the use of foreign currencies or gold for trade within the country. I'm speaking of, obviously in India, they wouldn't like people using another country's currency, something like that. So, if we can't use Bitcoin for daily trade, how will it be useful? To understand that, let us speak of gold for some time. Gold has universal value. That is, people can use gold for transactions throughout the whole globe because people know its value. That makes gold immune from any major or minor fluctuation of any country's economy. If the cost of a gold in a country increases, it means that, in most cases, it means that the value of the country's currency is going low. Similarly, when Bitcoin reaches global adoption, which it hasn't yet, it will likely be gold. Well, Bitcoin's graph, you might ask, Bitcoin's graph doesn't speak the same because its value is constantly increasing. Well, that is because Bitcoin is currently in the process of global adoption. And all the minor fluctuations in between is because of people's mind changing just now and then. But as soon as Bitcoin reaches global adoption, its value will reach a level of stagnation of that of gold. In your country, gold value may increase or decrease. But in that case too, most likely it means that the money value of your country is going down. Similarly, so that kind of establishes that gold's value has reached a stagnation point. Similarly, Bitcoin too will reach a stagnation point. With that, Bitcoin will surely become one of the world's biggest goods which has a universal value. Of course, Bitcoin will not exactly kick out gold, but it will soon join the community of global goods which has value throughout the whole globe. So, let's come to this question. Will countries adopt it in the future? Well, they may not accept Bitcoin directly, but they will surely accept different flavors of it. Why speak of future? In the present itself, there have been a few countries who are in the work. China has already started to create their own digital currency based on blockchain. It's called the digital yuan. It is controlled primarily by the government and designed to always be equal in value to physical yuan. But why should they create a digital form of currency when they have a physical one? They could easily create services like PayPal or Google Pay in India. But they wanted to enjoy the benefits of blockchain. This is because by incorporating blockchain, the currency itself will get value and will start to depend less on gold. Moreover, all the transactions in blockchain is completely logged, which will make tracing illegal transactions very easy. So, in law enforcement too will have a very easy time helping our people. Not just China, even the European Union is now in talks of building their own digital euro. Well, one of the reasons is it is made of several countries. So, a digital currency which is collaborated by all of them will surely do a better job. And at the same time, easily tracing the transactions to kill down illegal organizations. Well, do we have anything else to talk?
You guys leave. The video is over. He's going to do the subscribe to my channel thing. Stop it, bro. They aren't gonna help you.
Shut up. Well, that fool. Guys, prove Batman wrong by showering me with subscribes, shares and likes.
You are pathetic. Just like, no one. Only you are so pathetic.
That's it, I'm